Welcome to this video. Open your digital feed on literally any given day, and you're going to notice a very distinct, honestly exhausting pattern. The posts flooding your timeline, they're not stories of community, scientific progress, or quiet nuance. Nope. Instead, you are constantly bombarded with conflict, scandal, and just absolute outrage.
Now you might be wondering, why is society so angry? You probably assume, like most of us do, that people are just inherently more aggressive right now. It feels like everyone's at each other's throats. But behind the sterile, polished interfaces of today's tech monopolies, it's a completely different story. The aggression you're seeing, it isn't organic. It's manufactured. Here is the hard truth. Your anger isn't some massive societal failing. Actually, it's a carefully calculated financial metric. The algorithm doesn't care about your peace of mind. It actively rewards your fury. It's designed, from the ground up, to extract maximum corporate revenue from your daily frustration. Your heightened emotional state is literally their most reliable product.
Think about it. In the modern attention economy, a calm, satisfied user is basically useless to the bottom line. They don't click, they don't comment, and they definitely don't scroll infinitely into the night. So in this video, we're going to expose the cold, programmatic system driving this systematic hostility and explain exactly why harmony is just terrible for business.
Part 1. The Fury Algorithm. Programming friction over harmony. Okay, let's dive right into the source code of these platforms. Internal documents leaked from tech giants over the last few years revealed a truly terrifying calibration regarding how your specific reactions are evaluated by the machine. Think about giving a simple like versus dropping an angry reaction emoji on a controversial post. The system absolutely does not treat them equally. 5 times. That is the number you really need to remember here. The algorithm was intentionally programmed to weigh an angry reaction 5 times heavier than a simple like. No joke, your anger is literally 5 times more valuable to the machine. That means it will do everything in its immense power to keep you in that exact state of agitation.
The code was intentionally programmed to prioritize friction over harmony. This isn't a mistake, you know? It's not a bug or an accidental design flaw. Prioritizing friction is a highly effective, deeply calculated user retention strategy built by the cognitive cartel, that powerful alliance of algorithm-driven tech platforms and attention-seeking media conglomerates working together. This creates a literal trap for your brain. Behavioral data proves that moral outrage triggers a neurological fight or flight cascade. It demands a response. It forces you to type, to share, to argue. It triggers righteous indignation. And the ultimate goal? Keeping you locked on that screen by gamifying human emotion to push the absolute loudest, most divisive voices right to the top of your feed.
Part 2. The Anger Ledger. Monetizing your hostility. Let's follow the money here. Peace doesn't generate data points, but conflict definitely does. Political and cultural polarization perfectly aligns with Wall Street advertising models. Why? Because the longer two groups violently argue in a comment section, the more time they spend on the app. Peace simply doesn't pay, but a localized digital war is highly lucrative. Look at this incredibly efficient yet totally perverse economic loop. First, you feel moral outrage. That immediately sparks endless digital arguments. And while you're busy fighting in the comments, the platform is serving you more and more ad impressions. Massive behavioral data is harvested, resulting in pure corporate profit. It's a machine turning your raw frustration into cold, hard cash.
The cognitive cartel doesn't just host the debate. They own the stadium, they sell the tickets, and they profit from every single blow. Entire media conglomerates and digital creators structure their whole businesses around manufacturing divisive headlines just to survive in this ecosystem. They are getting exceptionally rich off every single punch thrown between citizens.
Part 3. The Societal Cost. Eroding social trust. But what happens to us as a nation when we're fed this curated stream of tribal warfare? The devastating macroeconomic consequence is the total erosion of social trust. A society kept in a constant state of neurological fight or flight is completely incapable of looking at its structural flaws. When every interaction is laced with hostility, our capacity for collective problem-solving just completely collapses.
The system intentionally keeps the public fighting horizontally, citizens splintering over algorithmically hyper-targeted cultural issues. Because as long as you're fighting horizontally against your neighbor, you're never going to look vertically at the massive institutions and consolidations of wealth that are actually pulling the strings and controlling the internet. It acts as a flawless digital smokescreen.
This outrage metric allows massive policy shifts and unprecedented wealth consolidations to pass completely unscrutinized. Why? Because the public is kept emotionally exhausted, entirely reactive, and permanently divided by design. We are way too busy fighting each other to even notice what's happening right above us.
Conclusion: breaking the code path. We constantly log off our devices feeling drained, anxious, and deeply cynical, usually immediately blaming our neighbors or political opposites for the chaos. But I want to challenge you. Next time you feel that surge of digital outrage, just stop. Don't type. Look past the headline. Look at the interface itself. And most importantly, look at the ad space running right next to that digital chaos. Look at the machinery.
We all have to realize a really hard truth. You aren't participating in some grand cultural awakening. You are simply executing a highly optimized, high-yield code path. The parameters were set for you, the notifications were pushed, the ledger is just balancing its sheet using your emotions as capital.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final, absolutely crucial question. The next time your notifications buzz and you're furious, triggered, and you're ready to jump straight into the comments, you have to ask yourself, who really profits from your next click? Thanks for watching this video, and stay focused out there.